Stage 3, Tour of Watopia. So this race, I looked at the route and knew the route basically, and I was kind of excited about this race, I guess, because I knew the start was flat, and I could jump out with the front group and hang with them, hopefully. And so basically there's 4 climbs on this thing. So we get through the desert flats. I jumped out right in front, and I was kind of surprised. I was way out front, not trying to be, but kind of waiting for the group here. And everyone, oh, excuse me, everyone knows that we've got these flats, so you're not going to ride away from the group. So everyone pretty much knows you got to stick together through the flats, and on the climbs is when you can get away. So basically we've got the desert flats, and then there's that punchy little climb right out the end as you climb up into the forest. And then you go through the flats, then there's like those long switchbacky climbs. You kind of lean towards the Italian village. I don't know what that section's called. And then you got the volcano climb, which is the main climb of the route. And then we have the reverse hill KOM, I think it is, which I usually don't like that one for whatever reason. I'm always tired by the time we get there, it seems. So staying with the group, pretty easy. I think we ended up with like 330 people total. And we got this front blob that's stuck together pretty tight, and you're just, for all your effort, you don't want to fall off the back of the blob because it'll be gone before you know it. Yeah, this race I was instantly feeling better. I mean, as far as overall pep in the legs, and I think the main variable is I took a couple days off from skiing over the week leading into it. It took me like 3 days to recover from that last race, the stage 2. Like the next day I felt alright, the second day I was dead. And then there's just kind of that deep fatigue kind of sits with you, and then I didn't go skiing all week, yada yada. But then came into this, was feeling pretty good. Oh, look, I'm leading the charge up this climb here. Kind of surprising. I was thinking, I mean, I'm not trying to, but I felt good. I was like, look, I just led that climb. How'd that happen? I don't know. Like, it's kind of gentle. I mean, and on the other hand, everyone knows, you know, that climb's short enough, it'd be real hard pressed to blow it, to get away from the group and have a whole second group. So basically everyone's kind of just riding it out until they hit the volcano, is what I gather. So with staying with the group, fairly easy. I kept feeling like I could ride off the front. I mean, not ride off the front, but I felt good, but I was being patient because I knew what was coming. Is the volcano climb. And as I know, in general, I can keep up with the group because I'm heavier. I've said this before. I gotta put more effort climbing to stay ahead of these light people. Yeah, look, I'm somehow in the front of the pack. I was kind of pushing the pace. Felt like. These guys are like, who the hell's this guy? I like this is 8's time speed, and so, you might have noticed I've modified my camera mount. Oh, there's the volcano, there it is, waiting for us. I've modified my camera mount. I just built some 2x6s and got the camera sitting there, and it's kind of cool. It's not shaking around, and at center you can see all the data. So the climb is really getting to the meat of it here, and as pretty much expected, I'm not going to hang on forever. Oh, there they go. And I'm like, I can hang with you, but look, we're doing 500 watts. Like 5 watts kilogram, and they pulled away. I realized I can't keep up, so I gotta sit back and only do 5 watts a kilogram, I guess. So you see that group, I'm in 11th. And that's how the climbs, that's what Zwift is all about, is climbs will break up the groups. And then I was kind of with these stragglers. Sitting right at 14th. And it's funny in these types of things, you know, you have like your highs and lows, you're like, oh god, I'm tired. But then you have like an active recovery and you can get on it again. So me and this guy, oh, we'll see him here. So I was 13th to the top. So this guy, we then ended up riding together for a while. And again, I predicted that they were small person. Just the way my watts were steady, I was sitting there, and then he was like, he would jump up to 5 and then be down to 2, like real sporadic. And they would like try to pull away and then couldn't pull away. And sure enough, when I checked Zwift power, this person was like 66 kilograms or something, so some tiny person. But you can't tell because the avatar is kind of big, and I don't know how well the avatar relates to real life sizing. But we both know that we can't ride away from each other, because if I pull away at 5 watts, trying to get away, theoretically, they could just sit on my butt and do 4 watts and stay with me and get a free ride. I did a little pull here, see if they're there. And then, anyways, we're kind of stuck working together until we got this little climb, so I gave it a little juice on this climb. But they are right there. So we're kind of in no man's land. The front group is a minute up, or 30 seconds to a minute up. Like, they're long gone. And then there's this other group that's like 30 seconds behind us. So that's the problem, is you kind of know that group is going to catch you. So here's this climb, and I slowly pulled away from the guy on this climb. And this climb was pleasant enough because there wasn't a mad dash craziness. I was like able to just kind of sit into an easy rhythm, and was not too painful. But I pulled away from that guy. But we know we got to get up and over the hill, then there's the downhill, then there's the flats. So being a lone rider, I'm at a disadvantage out here in terms of energy and versus speed. And I can see the group and the map. I think I see them coming here pretty quick. So I know that I don't need to waste energy to blow away from them. They're going to catch me, basically. But here I was stoked on this. It's like trying to catch a train. So this is back to normal speed. So here's this group coming in. I know they're coming in hot. I'm doing my speed, whatever it is. And I just slowed this down because this was kind of a crux move. If these guys get by me, I'm done. Like, and boom, there's the first guy. So I'm 330. I'm like, I gotta stay at 430, 500. Jumped up to 650 just to like blend with the group. And then I did it seamless. I was like, wow, that was cool. That kind of worked. Because if I had half-assed that at all, they would have been gone, and I would have not caught them. So now, we're rolling into the finish here, 2 miles out, and we all know what's coming. Sticking together, and look, I've got that Aero helmet up there, and I'm like, oh my god. See, look, that little bleep. I was testing it with my Apple TV remote, and you basically just got to swipe left, and it activates it, and then you hit the button, and it makes it go. So I did a couple tests. I was like, oh my god, I'm going to use this thing. So the front of this group is 13th, the back of this group is 20th. It's like a 10-person pack. And this is back to normal speed. And we are tired. Been going for an hour, hard. It's so funny, normal speed seems so slow. Oh, I'm up to 500 watts. I busted. Oh, doing the Aero boost. This is the sprint. I think the Aero boost must have helped. I mean, you see these guys doing it. I may have timed it a hair early. But look, everyone's in the red around me. And I'm doing 6-7, and that's all I got. I'm just like, this is it. And this dude right here, that was the guy we were riding together with for the while. And oh, he got me at the end. Anyway, that was a good race. 330 average for the hour. I got a new FTP out of the deal. See that? I used the Aero for the first time. That was cool. Thanks for watching. got a new FTP. It went from 341 to 348, and I got a kudos from GP Lama. It's kind of like a famous internet biker. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button. See you next stage.